you never know what you're going to encounter on a daily basis. So whenever you come to work, it could be a completely boring day sitting there doing nothing, or you can be completely and utterly run off your feet, going to different varieties of cases, cardiac arrest or trauma cases. I think the ones that stick out in my mind more than anything are the ones involving children, and the ones where you have to sort of think a bit more than usual about what to do, some tricky extrications, things like that. I think it's more than the saving lives element. I think the thing that gives me the most satisfaction is actually making a genuine difference to a patient's journey, and even if their life is not at immediate risk, there's a lot of things that we can do on the air ambulance to relieve their pain or make their pre-hospital experience a lot better than it otherwise would have been, I think. So the red phone goes off, which is a loud bell and a loud phone call. We always jump out of our skin, doesn't matter what we're doing. It always makes me jump. We get the details, very basic details, rough estimate of where it is. We get a grid reference if we're going by helicopter. If we travel by response car, as we're doing today, the job comes through onto our computer in the car and it starts to direct us to the scene. The law around the aviation side of air ambulance work is quite strict in that we can't put ourselves at risk in certain weather conditions. So today, for example, the cloud base was too low to fly. It wasn't safe enough to fly. We have to be a certain height above structures to ensure a safe flight for us. So we had to go by car this morning to our first job. I think in an area as rural as Norfolk and Suffolk, the air ambulance is absolutely fantastic, and we do find that sometimes we get there before the ambulance service because the winding country lanes and the distance to hospital, and I think that does make a huge difference to our patients. We've just recruited 3 new paramedics. We do require quite a bit of clinical experience, so for a doctor you'd need to have at least 4 to 5 years experience and certain specialist experience such as anaesthetics and emergency medicine. So we have to take people with the right experience to do what we need to do. And same with the paramedics there, they have at least 2 to 3 years experience as a road paramedic before joining us.